Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike and this is Meet Mike. Nice to meet you guys. If you're already subscribed, thank you for returning. If you're not yet subscribed, go ahead and smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, turn on the notification bell. You don't want to miss an episode. Got a quick little update for you here today and how fast you could receive your payment. Early on Saturday, the House of Representatives passed a $1.9 trillion stimulus bill that included the $1,400 direct payments to millions of Americans and extended the federal unemployment benefits for others. So that's good news. Early on Saturday, that happened. The House of Representatives passed a $1.9 trillion stimulus package. The package now heads to the Senate, which will take up the bill this week and could schedule a vote by the end of the week. Fingers crossed. The American people need that money. Stop dragging your feet. Get that money out there. But before that can happen, there will be amendments to consider in the issue of the federal minimum wage to deal with. There's been a lot of scrutiny over that federal minimum wage hike to $15 an hour. The plan to increase the federal minimum wage was included in the House version of the bill, but according to a ruling by the Senate parliamentarian, that provision cannot be in the Senate's version of the bill. Because the Democrats have a slim majority in the House and the Senate is split 50-50, Democrats decided to try to pass a stimulus package using a process known as reconciliation. While the reconciliation process allows legislation to pass with a simple majority vote, it also imposes strict rules on what can be included in such bills. Okay? For the current stimulus bill, the Senate parliamentarian decided the proposed increase in the federal minimum wage did not fit the criteria of the reconciliation process, and they took it out. May go back in, but it's looking like they took it out. The Senate now has to take that provision out of the bill before it's sent back to the House for another vote, taking it out so they can vote on it again. I know that this is procedure and they have to do these things, but the American people have been waiting a long time. We haven't received any help since December. We had $600 in December, and other countries are paying their citizens thousands a month. I believe Canada is a perfect example. Sweden, thousands per month, every month until the pandemic is over. But Americans, not here's $600 right after Christmas, and I hope it works out. We'll talk again in March. We'll get back to you guys in March, and maybe you'll get $1,400. And what really grinds my gears is that Joe Biden campaigned $2,000 stimulus checks, and now that he's in office, oh well, you already got 6. I'll give you 14, and that makes 2. No, Mr. Biden, you're campaigning for a $2,000 stimulus check, okay? Not a total lie, but a little misleading, President Biden. So get that money out there to the American people. They need that money, and I need that money, and I know a lot of people who are on the verge of being evicted. I know a few people whose houses have been foreclosed. People need food, and I know there was a food stamp boost, but what about the people who don't get food stamps? We need this money. Get it out there. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi of California pledged last week that even if the Senate does drop the minimum wage increase from the bill, the House will absolutely pass the legislation sent to the House and send it to President Joe Biden to sign. So it looks like even if it's shot down, Nancy Pelosi is saying that she will pass it and send it to President Joe Biden to sign. So we will see. It's a whole lot of back and forth. There's been a whole lot of back and forth for months now. Get the money out there. Stop playing games. Nancy Pelosi went on to say, quote, "The sooner we pass the bill and it is signed, the sooner we can make the progress that this legislation is all about, saving the lives and livelihood of the American people." Pelosi said that at a news conference on Friday, and it sounds good, Nancy, but where's the money, Nancy? House Republicans were not so eager to see this massive spending bill passed. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy went on to say, quote, "This isn't a relief bill. It takes care of Democrats' political allies while it fails to deliver for American families," end quote. He also went on to say, quote, "We already know what the best stimulus plan is out there. It's to fully reopen our economy." And that is true. The best stimulus package out there is to open up our economy, get things rolling again, get people back to work. To do that, we need our economy to go back to work, back to school, and back to health, he went on to say, end quote. The bill could face a tough time in the Senate where the 50-50 split means every Democrat must vote for the bill and have Vice President Kamala Harris cast the tie-breaking vote. When will this bill pass? It's been going on for months. When are we going to get this bill passed and signed? The Democrats said that their goal is to pass legislation by March 14th because the federal unemployment benefits run out that day. So they drag their feet almost purposely until the very last day, and then they want to get it done. That's what it sounds like to me. Stop playing with the American people. Don't act confused when the American people go crazy if they're not being taken care of. To meet that goal and not let the federal unemployment run out before that day, the Senate would have to vote for the legislation by the end of this week or very early next week. Then the House would have to vote again on the legislation quickly after that to send the bill to the president for him to sign it into law. And presidents usually just sign away when it hits their desk. Sometimes they send it back, but most likely he's going to just sign away and we're going to get our money. Another gigantic question that we've all been waiting for. When will direct payments go out? According to the way the IRS handled this distribution of the $600 direct payments sent out in December, Americans could see stimulus checks deposited into bank accounts within a few days after Biden signs the bill, just like last time. Paper checks or debit cards would likely take a couple of weeks to show up in mailboxes because you have to wait on the United States Postal Service. If your address is incorrect with the IRS, it will be returned. Get that updated on the IRS website. Super easy, super user-friendly to navigate that website, irs.gov. Gov. Type in the search bar whatever you want to find and you'll get thousands of results. Update your address, okay? You don't want to be the one who didn't get their stimulus check because your address or your direct deposit information wasn't updated. So another big question, who would get the checks? The House bill kept the same eligibility criteria used for the December stimulus payments. So if you qualify for the $600 payment in December, then you would qualify for the $1,400 payment in March. However, the Senate could make an amendment to the bill that calls for sending checks only to those who have a lower income level. If the Senate does include that provision in the bill, it sends it back to the House. The House can either accept the new income eligibility level or negotiate with the Senate on a new income level. As it stands now, individuals who make $75,000 or less will get the $1,400 payment, and couples who make $150,000 or less are eligible for the full $2,800 payment. 14 and 14 is 28. Dependents will also get those payments, so there could be another boost if you have dependents. The income levels are based on your AGI, adjusted gross income levels. You can find that number on your tax return. Payments would decline for those above those thresholds. All right, so that's it, guys. Quick little stimulus update. Looks like those stimulus checks are right around the corner. Fingers crossed, March 14th, they get that passed. They get that money out to the American people. We need the help. I know I do. A lot of people are struggling. A lot of people are losing their homes right now. A lot of people can't pay rent. A lot of people can't put food on their table. So hopefully they stop dragging their feet and they get that money out there to the American people who need that money now. So that's it for today. I'm Mike, and this is Meet Mike. If you're not yet subscribed, please smash that subscribe button, hit that like button, turn on the notification bell. You don't want to miss an episode. YouTube makes it very, very difficult nowadays for YouTubers to get going. I'm trying my best. If you got value out of this video, throw the value back at me and smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. Thank you, guys. I'm Mike, and this is Meet Mike. See you in the next one.